the markets close and Robinhood adjusts its positions on trading of GameStop. Midday during trading on Wall Street today, Robinhood announced that it was changing from 1 share to 4 shares for GameStop trading. But by the end of the day, Robinhood reversed course and said they will now allow 12 shares of GameStop to now be traded. The Dow is up about 1%, up 330 points, changing course. The Dow was down nearly 600 points when I went live with you on Mornings LALATE. Meantime, reactions coming in about the stimulus counterproposal from the Republicans. And there's new suggestion across the board that perhaps Joe Biden may move towards a progressive policy because of concerns that AOC may make a push for Chuck Schumer's Senate seat. Those details coming up in this recording. Elsewhere, Wall Street is very concerned about the volatility of stocks, and minutes ago, Joe Biden signed an executive order that could impact your healthcare benefits. I have all that exciting news about your stimulus, about Wall Street, about Main Street, and about you on this midday recording live from Los Angeles on Home LLA. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. This is the best darn channel out there with financial news around the clock, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, recording from 1 a.m. to 1 p.m. Our next show this afternoon is at 3 o'clock, 3:30, with Afternoon's Check, a tape show that's followed with Third Stimulus and then back live with What the Chalk. And if you missed Mornings LA earlier today on the channel, it's still there as well. Thank you for joining me. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, like this video, and consider becoming a member of the fastest growing membership community on YouTube. Become a Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. Let's start with AOC and Chuck Schumer and your stimulus, because this is actually really quite fascinating. As you heard on Mornings LA today, AOC, the House representative for New York, Democrat, progressive, has raised upwards of about $20 million, they say, in funds for her next political move. And some insiders say that her next political move could raise $100 million. So is that next political move for Chuck Schumer's Senate seat? Or is it for something else? Insiders now believe that her push and her popularity may signal the move that Joe Biden may have to endorse more of the progressive wing of the Democratic Party's policies, which he has ignored in recent days. Everyone welcome Charles and Dee to the family. Welcome, Charles, for becoming a Purple Hawk. Welcome, Dee, for becoming a Purple Hawk as well. Thank you for becoming members of this incredible growing channel. And thank you, Gunn, for the super chat between videos earlier today. I missed that. Wow. So what does this mean? On Friday, the progressive wing of the Democratic Party wrote Joe Biden and VP Harris a letter saying, let's do a stimulus check every month until this pandemic's over. This is not a new idea. We've heard this idea for a while. In fact, we heard it from VP Harris. She wrote it as a senator out of California, a stimulus check every month for 6 months, at least $2,000 every month, at least 6 months, until the pandemic goes away or unemployment goes down. That letter landed in VP Harris's desk on Friday and Joe Biden's desk on Friday in the Oval Office. And so far, it's fallen upon deaf ears, surprisingly. But new indication suggests that the Biden-Harris camp can't keep on doing that. Why? Because the growing popularity of the progressive wing of the Democratic Party. The new report out says that AOC may make a run for Chuck Schumer's seat if the Democrats don't start doing more of these progressive ideas. They're also endorsed, of course, by Bernie Sanders, who's clearly a progressive. Over the weekend, on the issue of progressiveness, not only just stimulus checks, but SSI and SSDI, Social Security and railroad benefits, Elizabeth Warren, also progressive, appeared on broadcast news, said, we need that $200 a month until the pandemic, until December for SSI and SSDI. Elizabeth Warren, a progressive, said, this needs to be in the third stimulus package bill. What is going on here? She was very emphatic. She was very vocal. And now we're seeing that Democrats are sort of understanding that they need to be more receptive to Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, and AOC for multiple stimulus checks, for SSI, SSDI, $200 a month, because that progressive wing is set to make a move if no one listens to them very clearly. So what is AOC's next move? Shakira Shakarabi, AOC's former chief of staff, says it's exciting to see how much action Schumer is currently taking. And I hope that progressives continue to pressure him, threatening a potential primary. Primary? This means a primary to take on Chuck Schumer if he doesn't do more progressive policies, like multiple stimulus checks, like SSI and SSDI. Walene Shalid, communications director for Justice Democrats, who then recruited AOC to run for Congress, says it's dependent on what Schumer does. Schumer will have to explain to every one of his decisions to one of the most progressive primary electorates in the country if the viewers think he can capitulate to Mitch McConnell and not organize his caucus to deliver to working families, and then he's going to get into some trouble. What are they saying? They're saying that in that part of New York, that part of the New York boroughs, it's very progressive. They want these multiple stimulus checks like you do. They want this SSI and SSDI $200 a month to December like you do. And they say either Chuck Schumer wakes up and does this, or you're going to see a major battle in the Democratic Party. And it's going to happen very soon, not very late. So what is AOC's move? A report says that maybe she won't take on Chuck Schumer, but may take a run for the governorship of New York. All right, that's the first major developments as you sit here on the midday. Thank you, with 700 people in the room. The next one I want to turn to is what's going on with Wall Street. Wall Street is up 1% at 3:30 right before the close of the time of this broadcast. NASDAQ is up 338 points, up 3%. And this is a certainly big change of direction. When I was last live with you on Mornings LATE, Dow was down 600 points. Now it is reverse course and it's up 300 points. This amid news about changes at Robinhood. Earlier today, Robinhood changed its policy about trading the controversial Reddit-backed stocks like GameStop. On Friday, it was one share for GameStop at a time. This morning, it was at 4 shares, as I reported on Mornings LA as it broke. Now it's 20 shares. These are current limits that you're allowed with Robinhood. AMC 350 shares, BB 700, Express 1000, GameStop 200, GNS 5000, Costs 150, NAKD 6500, and Nokia 2000. What's going on here and how does this impact you? The impact on you is that stimulus may be needed to be bigger and bolder if Wall Street continues to be more volatile. And how about silver squeeze, as Chris asks? Yes, silver squeeze has been trending online and everywhere and across broadcast news today. And this is where silver squeeze is hitting. Silver squeeze started on Reddit, but now insiders believe it was not a Reddit move. The Wall Street cluster of Reddit believes that it is an outsider that is trying to get silver to move and use the publicity of Reddit as a coattails to get silver up. Quickly, Wall Street insiders said, wait a second, this looks like an outside shuffle. Hey, Lori, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the dancing pear. I really appreciate it. The dancing pear, I wonder what the dancing pear thinks about the silver squeeze. What's a silver squeeze? It's not a scene from Golden Girls. It's not a scene. It's not a Rue McClanahan scene on Golden Girls, silver squeeze. It's referring to... No, sorry, Blanche. This is not referring to you, Blanche. This is Silver Squeeze is not about Blanche DeBro on Golden Girls. Silver Squeeze is about a move to get on Reddit to get silver trading up. I don't know where that came out of from, but I just, sometimes these things come out of my mouth, and just hopefully I don't get in trouble someday. Silver squeeze is a move to get silver up on Wall Street Bets says silver squeeze might be probably from the Golden Girls because it's not from them. Wall Street Bet says, wait a second, this is an outsider trying to use the coattails of Redditors to get silver trading upward. Take you, Terry. And so now they're saying, oh no, this ain't us. The problem is that no one's really quite sure who Wall Street Bets is. So Wall Street Bet says it's not Wall Street Bets, but who is Wall Street Bets? And that's where the confusion is coming from. Of 1,000 people in the room, make sure you get those likes up. At the 10-minute mark, I'll give you an update of the 13-minute mark. But this volatility is not doing well for stimulus because ultimately Joe Biden's back there saying, hey, you know what? Here's $1,400 and no FPUC retro, no SSI and SSDI. And you know, who cares? And there's that variant of the virus, the South African variant down the street in Baltimore. Oh, well, let's do some new stamps. Let's do some new stamps. This is what Mike Hafler, Chief Investment Officer at UBS Wealth Management, said in a memo to investors minutes ago, obtained by LLA News. The return of volatility over the past week has been driven by market positioning rather than worries about growth. Many institutions have been adjusting their books to account for the risk of short positions arising from the recent coordinated buying by retail investors. But given the speed and magnitude of flows in recent days, we think most of the pressure is now behind us. That's his opinion. Do you agree? And drop in the comments right now. Do you think that the risk of Wall Street is behind us or not behind us? Say behind or not behind. I don't particularly agree with his comment. What do you think? Thank you. It is the winged lemon. It's the winged lemon from Brother Joshua. Not behind, says Zena. Not behind, says Patricia. No, says Hugh. Lori says not behind. Monty says not behind. Kim says not behind. And Jen says lemon alert. I don't think so, says Avid. There is some more. So everyone says it's not behind. I don't think it's behind. I don't agree with that comment. Let's see what Sam Sovol says, Chief Investment Strategist at CFRA. He had another memo to investors, which obtained by LA this afternoon. Despite the uncertainty surrounding the fallout of the surge in prices for stocks, we don't see the advent of a 1998 liquidity crisis. Even though we think the equity market needs to go through a readjustment down of expectations, evaluations, we don't think the bull has come to an end, nor are we recommending any changes to our year-end S&P 500 target or asset allocation. So he says, I don't see a big crash coming, but we could see a readjustment, which means you fall back and then we go back up. He thinks that the year is still going to be up, and that's quite interesting. Let's turn to Joe Biden. Did Joe Biden talk about your stimulus today? No. Did he talk about SSI and SSDI? No. Did he talk about FPUC retro? No. So what did Joe Biden talk about today? He talked about Obamacare. So this is actually really quite exciting. I would have put it in the title of this video, but I was going over the number of the title was going too long. What happened with Obamacare? A major announcement that could impact your health benefits. I have the details. They happened just minutes ago at the 13-minute mark. Let me give you a big update. This is Home LLA, live from Los Angeles. And I'm here, you're here, and someone might be getting the silver squeeze, but God bless them if they do. You know, we all need some love. It is the midday record, the lighthearted, easy breezy update. Wall Street's about to close, and but the silver squeeze is far from over. Earlier today, Redditors were surprised to see this trending discussion about silver squeeze on social media, on broadcast news, and they fired back Wall Street Bet saying, you know, what is this silver squeeze? It doesn't have anything to do with us. This is an outsider trying to get publicity for themselves. Hey, Donna with the dancing pear. They tried to dance pear out the silver squeeze off of the Reddit, off of Wall Street Bets, but no one really knows who is Wall Street Bets, and to say it's not us means you have to say, well, then who are you? Thank you, Donna, for the dancing pear. Gee, thanks you as well. And there's M. Tinkerbell with another dancing pear. I really appreciate it. Across the board, the Republican Party earlier today, 10 favorite people that you have on your Christmas wish list, Susan Murkowski, Susan Collins, Susan Romney, and Susan Portman sent over a letter to to Joe and Kamala saying, we're going to do $1,000 stimulus checks on our account at proposal. Of course, everyone said, yeah, sure. Uh, yeah, that's a nice joke. Hey, John, thank you for the super chat. $1,000 stimulus check. It's not even. It's laughable. It really is laughable. I mean, I don't even know how Mitt Romney, former head of Bain Capital, that made, what did he make? $200 million at Bain Capital during his tenure there. You give them $1,000 stimulus check, and just give it to people who made less than $40,000 2019. So if you made $45,000, live on it. It's surprising. It's just surprising that we're going so low. It's sort of like we're at Mitch McConnell 2.0 all over again. It looks like we're doing the same version. So we're never gonna see some time of day of that. So don't worry. What I worry is, why is there only 462 likes in the room? Get those likes up. Thank you for 1,300 people in the room. Let's get it to 2,000. Thank you, Donna, for the dancing pair. I really appreciate it. Tell your friends, come on in the room. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. This is the fastest growing community out there for a reason. The most comprehensive news reporting around the clock, 24/7, from Wall Street to Main Street, from low income to high income. I tailor to everyone's needs. The most interactive financial news channel anywhere. Rihanna, thank you for becoming a Purple Hawk. Thank you so much. Everyone, welcome Rihanna to the room. If you want to become a Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP, the link is in the top of the description and also the pinned comment. And thank you, Tyrell, for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's cut back to what Joe said. This is great news. This is really great news. And I hope I got the entire text of it. I did. So this is what Joe did. Hey, Stephanie, I looked down. So I looked down too long. Everyone, welcome Stephanie to the room. Thank you for becoming a member of this family. I really appreciate it, Stephanie. Welcome. And everyone, welcome Stephanie. And let's get this room to 1,500 and 1,000 likes. President Joe Biden signed a series of executive orders, and one of the new ones is that Obamacare's open enrollment is going to get extended. This is very exciting news. So if you go to healthcare.gov, hey Sue, everyone, welcome Sue to the family. Welcome and thank you for becoming a new member of this family. Thank you for joining this family, Sue. If you go to healthcare.gov, Biden is doing a special 3-month enrollment extension period starting on February 15th. This means that for the first time ever, you can get enrolled in Obamacare at a time in which you normally could not. How does this work? Normally, Obamacare allows you, thank you, Dennis, for the dancing bear. I really appreciate it. Normally, you have to enroll into Obamacare from November 1st through December 15th. And that's a difficult time of the year for a lot of people. You have a lot of bills, it's the holidays. Thank you, Christie's Parnell, for becoming a Purple Hawk. Everyone, welcome Christy to the room. You know, November, December is a hard time of the year to become enrolled. So he's going to do something. He passed an executive order, which is really wonderful. A new enrollment period for Obamacare is starting February 15th. So mark your calendar, not today, but February 15th. And it'll run for 3 months. So for March, April, where's Larry Kudlow's calculator? Anyone have a, when is 3 months from March 15th? That's like July. It's 3 months from March 15th. And you go to healthcare.gov to get that enrollment. Really, really great news. And it believes that there's 29 million non-elderly Americans who were uninsured because of the pandemic. So please consider getting that Obamacare. It really could help you. Let me answer some of your incredible questions from yesterday's video. And I'm going to remind myself, like I did on Mornings LA, to look up more often so that if there's there we go. There's Big Man. I don't want to look down too much because I'll miss when Big Man joins the family. Thank you for coming up, Purple Hawk. Everyone, welcome Big Man for becoming the new Big Man in the room. Thank you. And thank you for becoming a new member of this family. Here are some incredible comments, nearly 2,000 from yesterday's video. If you have a question or comment to today's video, drop them in the comments below. Jesus Carranza, let's get serious. We're in a serious situation. Amen. Dennis Weatherell, with the fence around Washington, put a lock on it and a sign that says National Zoo. Lord. Oh, the shade. Tammy Reese. Well, with Republicans don't want to give stimulus other than a certain income level, maybe the senators should not be paid their salaries. I love that. I love that, Tammy Reese. Thank you for that great comment. Eva Rivas. Hello, everyone. Greens from Greece. Oh, my goodness. Greece is tuning in. Eva Rivas from Greece. How are you? Yes, it's cold here, too, she says. I hear SSI and SSN $200 and cola change. We do need it. Well, there you go. Thank you for tuning in from Greece and leaving a comment in Greece. Really excited for you to tune in. Kim Sherrill, well, they need to do something. It's been too long time ago. Amen. Jennifer Viganego, it's going to get worse and Congress still won't care. She's referring to the economy and my coverage yesterday of the new variant to the virus. Tasha with the hype. Here we go, hype. Thank you, Tasha, with the hippopotamus hype. He's doing this. He's like, hype. And Nathan, Arizona. Welcome, Nathan, Arizona. Thank you for becoming a part of this family. Everyone, welcome Nathan. What a growing group. Let's see if we can kick it to 1,500. Tell everyone else that Nathan's in the room. Maybe they'll zoom on in. Say, hey, Nathan just joined. Everyone else, come on in. Let's get it in on the room. 600 likes. Let's get those likes up to 1,000. Come on now. 670, 680, 50, almost 1,500 in the room. Let's get those likes to 1,000. Can we get all the followers are saying, hey, get those likes up. Thomas Mattress. I told my girlfriend, how about a steak dinner tonight? Then we went out and we decided at a dollar menu at McDonald's. Everett Reed, I heard that nobody on Social Security, I heard that nobody on Social Security is getting a dime from the government. I want to know why I depend on the extra income to take care of my home and my family. Nancy Anthony, when do we get our stimulus check, Purple Power? Great question. So, I made the promise to you and you made the promise to me that I was not going to do check routing. Hey, Isaiah, what's going on? Everyone, welcome my friend Isaiah Jones to the room. Thank you for joining. Isaiah, I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. Hey, big man, what's going on? I bet you're excited in Kansas City, Missouri. Boy, I bet you are. I follow one person on Instagram. I guess is one of the co-owners of the team, and boy, they were just really they're just beyond mean, so they're very excited. The when do we get our stimulus check? Well, here's the issue with this stimulus check. In summer of 2020, Steve Mnuchin said it's 10 days after it becomes law for you to get the stimulus check. Then when the second stimulus check was passed and became law, signed into law by Ed Mar-a-Lago, Steve Mnuchin said, I'm sending it out and they're all going to go out in one day. It was not true. They didn't go out all in one day. So he suddenly told the entire United States they all went out in one day. They didn't go out in one day. That's the first problem. So imagine me telling you, hey, your check went out yesterday. And we find out it's absolutely untrue. Well, I'm quoting the Treasury Secretary. He would know that. No, he wouldn't. Apparently it's untrue. So then we knew that people could track the second stimulus check. It was going out on January 6th, and then we're like, okay, add 10 days to that, the 16th. People didn't get it on the 16th. So you see the problem about me tracking things for you. The best I can do is that you can get it within 10 days after it becomes a law, but it may take up to 2 months. Some viewers are just getting the $600 check from December this week. I mean, they're literally just getting it today. They got it on Saturday. Everyone, welcome Rebecca to the room. Thank you for becoming part of this family. Thank you, Rebecca, for joining this family. Walter Matlock. I wish he could tell me more about SSI. I wish Joe would tell us more as well. Benjamin Safford. Biden needs to get out of his fantasy land. We need the SSI raise $2,000 a month to the end of the pandemic. Come on, man. Well, the promise was $200 a month. The $2,000 was Harris's promise for stimulus checks, but appreciate the comment. Great comment. So there you go. Hey, Wendy, welcome. Thank you for coming a member of this family. Welcome, Wendy Merman. Thank you for joining this family. Everyone, welcome Wendy for joining. At the 24-minute mark, where are we on a midday report of Home LA? Where you are today is Wall Street is a little bit jittery and a little bit confused. Robinhood continues to grow in in bookable value based upon equity flows and investments into the program of Robinhood from outside investment companies. But it's also changed its policy on trading, especially GameStop. It started the day with 1 share of GameStop, then 4 shares of GameStop. Now we're at 20 shares of GameStop. They also made changes to things like AMC 350. Some of these stocks were down significantly earlier today. I went live on Mornings LATE, and the Dow was up at 265, and GME was down 52 to 272, and AMC was up 9%, while Microsoft was up 8 to 239. Walmart was flat, and Apple was up initially at the market start at up $2 to 134. But now we see the market Dow up to about 330, about 1% up. Nasdaq is about up 338 or 3% right before the market's about to close. And Silver Squeeze has been trending online all day long because belief that maybe Reddit's Wall Street Bets is behind that as well. They say they're not, but who is Wall Street Bets? They say it's an outsider trying to get silver to trade up. And meantime, we're trying to trade up to a bigger stimulus check. A new report out of New York. Hey, Pamela, thank you for becoming a Purple Hawk. Welcome, Pamela, for becoming a Purple Hawk. LA, would adult dependents get $3,200 stimulus check? Yes. Let's recap what's in Joe Biden's bill. Thank you for that question. Everyone, welcome Pamela to this family. Thank you for joining, Pamela. So Joe Biden has for you $1,400 stimulus check for a single individual, $1,400 for children, double it for married couple, then $3,200 for adult dependents. The Republican counterproposal, $1,000 stimulus check, and only if you make less than $40,000. Basically, nothing for no one. They also say FPUC going forward at $300 a week, which is where it currently is in September. Joe wants to give you $400 a week forward based upon a no FPUC. He is not doing FPUC retro as promised. He is not doing the $2,000 stimulus check for 2021 as promised. And he's not doing the SSI and SSDI as promised. But when I say not doing, this is why you have to be on social media. It's not finalized. The bill has not been introduced to the House floor. It's not been introduced to the Senate floor. How soon? Early this week. How soon a vote? We were told this week. House and then Senate. Then, oh, thank you, Patricia, for the massive hippo chair thing. I love that. Thank you for that massive hippo chair with 1,600 people in the room. Wow, hippo alert. My hip is hurting for that hippo alert. Thank you for that massive hippo alert. Let's get these likes up. Come on, folks. 855. Let's get to 1,000. There's 1,600 people in the room. 860. Come on, hit that like button. What is Robinhood? Robinhood is an app for you to trade stocks, to buy and sell, trade stocks. It is an app that is deeply loved and beloved by millennials, people who are not using traditional big brokerage firms. Robinhood allows you to trade for stocks in a simple, easy platform. And Robinhood became the subject of a Reddit push on Friday. What is Reddit? Reddit is a forum online where they were chatting about issues like stocks. And on a forum called Wall Street Bets, they started talking about a series of stocks like GameStop and AMC. That prompted Robinhood, the trading app for stocks, to put a halt on certain trades, causing backlash across the board. But that has now been reverted with Robinhood, the app, allowing trading to resume in part. Jeanette, thank you for coming to Purple Hawk. Robinhood's now allowing a certain number of shares to be bought and sold, like AMC 350 shares, not 3,500 shares, but 350 shares. It has become a big topic of discussion, but it's on the cusp of people concerned that there could be a market bubble. A market bubble? What's a market bubble? A market bubble happened in the late 1990s, where people were trading and buying stocks, mostly technology startup stocks, brand new technology stocks, hoping that they would get rich quick. Ultimately, the bubble burst, the stocks imploded, and the rest is history. There's concerns that we may be on a market bubble edge. Some insiders say yes, some insiders say no. With 941 people in the 941 likes, thank you for getting that up. Let's get to 1,000. But the valuations are through the roof, whether it's GameStop or whether it's Robinhood, as Bradley just said. Thank you for that great comment. The valuations are unwarranted. And ultimately, if you have valuations too high, the stock is too high, people will get hurt. Elsewhere, when you look at, non-millennial-ish stocks, they're trading at a very normal pace today. We started the market with Walmart flat at 140, which has been doing relatively well lately. Microsoft up another $8 to 239 after incredible earnings reports a few days ago, and Apple up 2.28 to 134 at the market opening. So you see stocks outside of this euphoria of Reddit and Robinhood trading being more consistent. And so will this volatility continue, or is it behind us? Early in this chat, I asked viewers, is it behind us or in front of us? Or behind us or not behind us? And viewers unanimously thought not behind us. So now let me ask the viewers this channel. Do you think there's going to be a bursting of a bubble or not in Wall Street? A bubble burst, yes or no? What do you think is going to happen in 2021? Bubble burst, yes or no? What do you think? Yes, says Black Jelly. Yes, says Brother Joshua. Yes, says Kim. Yes, says Pamela. Yes, says Scott Horn. Yes, says Lisa. Yes, says Angel. No bubble burst, but volatile, someone said. Yes, yes, yes. Wow. Pamela, Charlotte, Dawn, Patricia, Gunnar, Alma, Danielle. Gun. No, says Kalisha. Yes, says Gan. I don't know, says someone. Lori. Yes, says Anne Marie. Yes, says Vanessa. So there you go. A lot of agreement that people think things are too high. Well, that means more stimulus. You need more stimulus if we're facing a bursting bubble around the corner. You're facing unemployment numbers not improving, and you're facing a new variant of the virus. I'll have more details about this on Afternoons LA at 3:30 with Check, followed by third stimulus, and then back alive with, hey, Helen, good to see you in here. Everything's working now. Good. And followed with What the Chuck. If you have questions or comments to today's video, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to see them, and I might feature them in tomorrow's recording. Meantime, if you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Thank you for bringing this video to 1,100 likes and 1,500 people in the room. Those are great numbers. Thank you for all the people in the room that helped others get the likes up. I really appreciate it. As a collective family, you all did that. Meantime, I'll see you this afternoon. Stay informed, stay focused, and I'll have big updates for you. Stay tuned. Stay of LA for more.